everybody. We are here with No Bones About It. Normally I say puppy day school, but we are working with Ruby in our teen program, teen training, and this is her first week. So we normally try to do a little video recap of the things we've been working on. You've seen some of the trail videos that we've taken, and she's had a really good first week. She is incredibly responsive on the trail. I'm happy to say it's pretty cool. So I'm going to run through just some of the things that I normally do. A lot of this is probably all stuff that you already know from some of the prior from some of the prior classes that you've done, some of the training you've been working on, but I just want to make sure that you're on the same page with sort of the way that I operate here. So obviously I'm using food as our primary reinforcer here, and the one thing that I always want to point out about food is that it never sits in front of your body when you're working, okay? So if I have food, it's either slightly behind my back, maybe just like in a natural position, like in a pocket. I can have a hip pack on, but I try to turn it around. This is so distracting for a dog to have food right in your right in their face. It also can affect the way they're processing information. So basically, if you know, when I'm asking for something and if they're looking at food, their brain is about food, rather than trying to think about what it is I'm asking. So be really careful about where you have it. As well, there's a second point about this, which is that your body language. A dog is super savvy, a dog is super savvy about reading body language. So they kind of know, like, oh, do you have treats? Are you sitting there with treats? We don't want that to be the reason that they're responsive. We want the reason to be responsive, that they're responsive, to be that they know a cue, they know that they've been rewarded for it, and hopefully then it's not going to matter down the road when we start to go to a more, what we call, variable schedule of reinforcement, which is just a fancy way of saying that sometimes we're treating, sometimes we're not, and then eventually the food may or may not be present and the dog still performs in the same way. So again, we start off with what I call name game. It is just a game of eye contact and attention. So I do what we call go find it, which is I take a little treat, I just toss it, go find it. Dog goes, finds it, Ruby, yes, good job. And as soon as she gets close enough that I could put my hand on her collar, then I can reach out and reward her with the treat. Ready? Go find it. Good job, Ruby. Yes, good job. Very good, using that marker word, which I know that you're using. Ruby, go find it. Ruby, yes. Good. I want to make sure when we're practicing name game that we're not adding any other cues to that, just because I really want to always be reinforcing eye contact. So when I'm practicing name game, I'm not necessarily adding other cues like sit or down or anything like that. Just want her to know that we're working on just the eye contact portion. Ruby, yes, very good. I also don't wait for her to do anything else. I make sure that I reinforce her as soon as she returns or gives me that eye contact if she's close enough. Ruby, yes, good. Perfect. Then we're doing a lot of hand target work. So again, hand targeting, simply I'm holding my palm out to the side that the dog's nose level. I'm asking for them to touch their nose to the palm of my hand. Okay, touch. Okay, that was kind of like a not really, sort of a half effort. Okay, I'm trying to get her in front so you can see. Touch. Okay, so she keeps sort of going over, and then she wants to give me another touch. Touch. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little easier. Touch. I'm gonna try to put the treats behind my hand. Touch. Touch. Yes. Okay, so all I'm doing is taking the treats. Here's my target hand. I'm putting them behind it, so she kind of just inadvertently touch. Yes. Touch. Okay, this is really common when a dog doesn't exactly know what to do. They're confused. They're going to revert to behaviors that they have been rewarded for a lot, or frequently. So for her, that's going to be down. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. I really like to use touch. I think I told you just in person that I really like to use it because it's something that I can take on the go. All right. So let's say we're out and she gets super distracted by another dog, or we're on a walk and she's on leash and I don't want her paying attention to something else. I don't want to have to stop and ask her to sit. In fact, stationary behaviors aren't my favorite when we're trying to get a dog to focus, because it's so hard for them. So I like to get them mentally to do something else that requires them to focus a little bit, and I can do it while I continue to move or to pass another person or dog. So hand targeting is great for that. So we're gonna keep, again, I know you said you hadn't been doing a lot of that. We're gonna keep honing in on that skill so that I can use it on the go, all right? I know you said you've been really trying to concentrate on your place cue, your go to your bed. So we're gonna start really working on that and adding distance, meaning I'm gonna get further and further away from the place, but we're gonna start off pretty quickly. Go to your bed. Or pretty close, not quickly. I want go to your bed to mean you get there and you lie down on your own. I don't have to cue the dog. In the beginning, I'll just hold the lure down so the dog, okay. So for me, go to your place or go to your bed means you go find that spot, you lie down, you don't move until I give you your release cue. Okay, go to your bed. Very nice. That was perfect. Just add a little bit of longevity by continuing to reward as the dog's down here. Okay. Good job. Good job. All right, go to your bed. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. All right, go find them. All right, go to your bed. Nice. Very good. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Okay, so I would say continue whatever it is you're doing. She's got a great, as I said multiple times, she's got a fantastic foundation. I want to do more video next week when I have my assistant with me out and about, so you can see what how she's doing on the trail, because it's super cool. She kind of ignores most people. When she gets pretty far ahead, like I'll call her recall is pretty great. So for now, if you want to work on anything, maybe work a little bit on that hand targeting. So again, your treats are behind your back. You're putting your hand out and asking for touch. She needs to really bonk her nose on your hand. You're going to say yes, and then deliver the treat. A lot of times I try to deliver the treat right in front of the target hand, so all the value kind of stays in this area. And then we can work up to multiple treats for one touch.
Hey, what I meant to say here is we'll do multiple touches for one treat. And I said the opposite.
Try it a couple more times so we can see what that looks like. Touch. Yes, that was a good one. Okay, touch. Here, treat right in front of the target hand. Touch. Yes. Oh, go find it. All right, so you get the idea. I think you guys have worked on that before. You'll have your handbook as a resource, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.